Hi folks, Dan McCaskill here at Colton RV and Marine in Buffalo, New York. Going to show you today a 2020 Winnebago Horizon 40A. Pretty unique coach, nothing really else built like it. So we're going to take our time, go around the outside of the coach, then we'll come back and go through the inside of the coach, give you all the features and benefits of the coach. So here we go. We're going to start out, as you can see, front entry door. Winnebago's always put a good size entry door on their coach. You can see there, nice entryway going in. Of course you can fill your diesel from either side. And then storage. Inside, outside storage on this coach is amazing. They did a great job with it. See a huge slide tray as we pull it out. Of course, there's some things, your rear ladder, 2 extra chairs for your dinette inside. We'll slide this back in. Winnebago's always put in this big slide tray and then giving you another storage area below. Right now we have a leaf for the table, certain things, but extra tiles. Central vacuum system's located right here, real easy to get to outside of the rail. You can change the bag on it. You don't have to crawl underneath the coach to get to it. So this is your 400D Aqua Hot. What that is going to do is you don't have an actual furnace in this coach. All Highline coaches, such as this coach, are going to have Aqua Hot in them. It runs off of 2 110 elements and a diesel broiler. Okay, so it's hydronic heating. Radiant heat inside the coach. You don't have that furnace kicking on in the middle of the night, extra noise. It does its job and you don't have to listen to it do its job. It's also going to be your hot water source. So instead of having a hot water heater, this is going to heat your hot water. If you're plugged in at a park and have your gray tank open, you know you or your wife can take a 20-minute shower, 25-minute shower, no problem, won't run out of hot water. Really great system. We have an exterior cooler on a slider. So this is going to be a refrigerator freezer, not a very big one, but when you've got people under the patio and stuff, it keeps down the traffic from going inside the coach. Real easy access to what you're doing. Moving on, just another storage unit. One thing I need to let you know is that all these storage units all have their individual light source inside of them, to where you'll have light all the time. And more storage here in the back. It's a smaller unit, but they try to give you as much as they can with how the coach is designed. So this coach is on a Freightliner chassis, XCL chassis with V-Ride, and has independent front suspension. Powered by a 450 Cummins, 1,250 foot-pounds of torque, and a 3,000 Allison transmission. It also has independent front suspension. So in a 40-foot coach, typically with a single axle, you're going to have a 10,000 pound tow capacity. They were able to get this tow capacity up to 15,000 pounds in this coach. And as you move around the coach, you can see just the aesthetics of the coach, how they molded the rear cap. You do have a ladder on it, so it seems to be going away. And again, this is a 2020. Everything real easy to get to. LED lights here on the rear. And again, your chassis batteries, access to your air filter, some breakers, things that you can get to real easily, put out to the side rail of the coach. Your DEF fluid, that's going to be 14.5 gallons of DEF, right at 15 gallons. It's going to go somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000, cost about the same as a gallon of fuel. Just like any other diesel coach after 2010. What you see here is a 2,800 watt inverter, okay? Most dealers put a 2,000 watt inverter standard. They bump this up to a 2,800 watt inverter. They also put a 100 watt solar panel standard from the factory on the roof. And then you have your You can go ahead and use a disconnect to disconnect your inverter charger with your batteries right here. Okay. So this is going to be your dump station, also your outside shower. This coach is going to have 100 gallons of fresh water. Excuse me, it's going to have 100 gallons of fuel, 85 gallons of fresh water, 89 gallons of gray water, and 57 gallons of black. Plenty of capacities to go around and do whatever you need to do. Again, this is going to be our storage that'll come out from this side just like it did on the other side. So you can get to that from either side. Now this is an all-electric coach. That propane tank is there just for you to have for barbecue or anything you may need a small amount of propane for. They do give you an area to hold that small tank. Again, fuel from this side. Components, brackets, or just your breakers mainly, and then fuses right here also to the outside rail, real easy to get to. So if you do have something you need to troubleshoot, you can get to it in a short amount of time. As we move around the front of the coach, again, LED right up here in the front. You got 2 stages. Lights on a motorhome have always been an issue driving at night. These are extremely bright and give you a great field of view when you're driving in the evening. 10,000 watt Onan generator. It's going to power everything you need. On the roof of this coach, since we're talking about the outside of the coach, you're going to have 3 15,000 watt air conditioner with heat pump. Again, you're going to have the 100 watt solar panel that I talked about. 2 fantastic fans in the 40-foot coach with covers. And it is a one-piece fiberglass roof. Winnebago has done that for years and years, and obviously they didn't change it on the highest line coach that they have. The sidewalls are a layered fiberglass with block foam insulation. The heat source underneath your coach, you have through your AquaHot, that's going to heat underneath the coach, plus you have heated tanks on your black, your gray, and your fresh. All right, guys, we're going to check out the inside of this amazing coach. 2018 RVDA Coach of the Year for a new product. So let's go on inside. You're going to be really shocked. Completely different setup. Since the beginning of time, everyone has wanted natural light in a motorhome. There are more windows in this 40-foot coach than any other 40-foot motorhome I have ever been in. It gives you a full panoramic view of what's going on the outside. It really is amazing. When Winnebago started this project, they wanted to be different as far as their cabinetry and what they did. You can see this doesn't look like necessarily cabinets sitting here, but the full length of this coach all the way around the top are all cabinets. So they went to Italy to Thermoform company, who designs cabinetry for yachts and things of that nature, and have a long history of doing that. And obviously, if you're going to build cabinets for something that moves, if you get yachts, go out in the ocean, do everything else, perfect fit for a motorhome who's shaking and moving around all the time. It's a laminated door, okay? This is never going to crack, fade, peel, any of those things that you have fears of in a motorhome. Also, when they went to design this coach, they put in all villa furniture, but it's absolutely top of the line, as nice as you can possibly get in an RV. Villa is what they use in a King Air and an Essex, coaches that are in $1 million price range. Very comfortable, very stylish. It is a very, very unique and well thought out coach. When you look at your storage all the way around this coach, one of the unique things you have is this table right here. Everybody wants to work on the road now. We can pull this and slide this and adjust this to where we want to use it. That rail runs all the way back over here. There's also a leaf for it that pulls out 2 extra chairs when you're going to have guests over to have dinner. there you go. You want straight across viewing of your TV. You can see with your 2 front chairs turned around right here, and with your large couch, you have a great social area in your coach, room for lots of friends, and then your TV comes up right out of the cabinet over here. Another thing unique to Winnebago, and they had Villa design these couches the same way, Winnebago has been doing this for a long time, is when you pull this out, this becomes an ottoman that's built into the coach. And then this couch is power. It also acts as your bed in the living room area if you choose to take people with you and let them sleep in your coach. So it will lay all the way flat. Obviously they can sleep this way, sleep that way if they need to, small kids and stuff like that. The way they run this slide out, slide runs all the way back. This is solid, so this does not slide back and forth. If you've ever had an extending cabinet out of your deal, it bears weight. So as you load this up, this is extra counter space that will never lose its rails or do anything else. As we move back here, obviously stainless sink, divided. Down underneath, plenty of room there. Pull our cabinets out. All easy glide, self-closing. And then here they put a special cabinet in. These fold down the sides, so you have your convection microwave. I don't know how many times I've had people say, where are we going to put our coffee pot? Well, there's a 110 outlet back here. This is a stainless countertop right here. So you could put anything you wanted, coffee maker, bread maker, toaster, all of those things. And then if you didn't want them out during the day when you were having company, it closes away real easy. Down below right here, they did the same thing with the unique drawers. You've got your Fickle Fisher dishwasher, same one I have in my RV. It's very quiet, does a really good job, all of those things. On your refrigerator, as we move back, you have a 23 cubic foot Samsung residential refrigerator. Okay, another reason they put in those extra batteries in that 2800 watt inverter, and then they add solar standard. It does have ice in the door, ice maker in the door, large freezer area for all of your stuff. Being all electric, you do have an true induction cooktop. Once you get used to them, they're great. I don't want to run past all of this cabinetry. GFI on your 110 here. So the outlets, you have plenty of outlets. Here you have a 110 outlet. In the kitchen you have an 110 outlet with GFI. So you can see the storage is ample. Lots of storage in this coach. Got to be a little careful with these, but they did design it where it will open up with both those cabinets open. You have slide controls here that make it real easy for you, and you also have slide controls midship of the coach on your digital output. On the dash, I'm going to swing this around real quick before we head back to the bathroom. Okay, so all digital dash, several settings in that dashboard. I'm not going to go through them all right now. If you have questions, please give me a call. Tire sensor monitors. You do have a 2-stage Jake brake on this coach with a 3000 Allison transmission. As I said, your generator control, solar shades here in the front, night shades here in the front, heated mirrors, do have hydraulic leveling on this coach, okay, instead of electric leveling. 4-point hydraulic leveling, works really well. You have a 10-inch screen right there on your dash, which is going to give you your navigation, your backup camera, side view camera, everything that you need, and it's pointed at the driver. It's not on a flat screen to where you have to lean over to see it, and and you run risk of having glare on a flat screen and stuff like that, they've pointed the cockpit at the driver. But not to leave out the passenger. If you look over on the dash over here, there's an additional screen to where whoever's not doing the driving can look at navigation, look at the backup camera, side view cameras, whatever they may want to play with as you're driving down the road. So the dash is really laid out, cockpit area all pointed towards the driver, but they did not leave the passenger out. One thing you might notice, a 50-inch TV, okay, and then a 5,000 BTU electric fireplace. We're going to get into the bathroom area. They did put it on a roller door with the slides in. You don't have to move around a door to get into this bathroom. You can lock it either way. You can lock it closed or you can lock it open. That way it doesn't move back and forth while you're driving, but it gives you great access while you're going down the road to get into the bathroom. And again, very modern, very contemporary. You can see here all of your drawers all the way down. You do have room down there that's a little bit more shallow sink on both sides. And then again over here you have some room for knickknacks. I'll let him move around. Good space around your toilet. That is an electric toilet with a macerator at the toilet. On your shower, it is 31 by 41 inches. But good space. So, and shower head removes, has a lock, so you can do whatever you need to do there. Bedroom area, this is a single bath coach, which if you've been shopping around, it's harder to find. If you're not a bath and a half person, it's extremely hard to find a coach that is a non-bath and a half. King size bed back here in the rear. Again, cabinetry all around. Real deep. I couldn't reach that to the back if I tried to. And then of course in your wardrobe or your dresser, down both sides, his, hers. Your TV will pop up out of here as well. It's up by the bed and I'm not gonna crawl around and make myself look like a fool. Okay, so wardrobe area here in the back. You have a spot for shoes, whatever you may want to store back here, and then all the way across. As you look back here in the back, again, you have breakers and things that are really easy to access. Winnebago did a good job about not hiding all those breakers and you know, things you need to do if something does go wrong. Let's hope it doesn't, but if something does go wrong, you can start troubleshooting real quickly in this coach. So if you have any questions, we've went through the whole coach. It is a very unique coach, absolutely gorgeous inside. One of the things I am going to share with you is they do not make this coach anymore. So Winnebago went away from the horizon. They had bought Country Coach Plan up in Junction City, Oregon. That's where this coach was built. Since then, they have changed and went away from that and went back to Forest City, Iowa, bought Newmar. So those two brands are merging to a certain extent. This coach is not being built anymore. 2020 was the last year. It's a low mileage coach. We've got the coach priced at $289, far below the market value on the coach. And really there's nothing to apologize for on this coach. 450 Cummins transmission, 3000 Allison, or excuse me, 450 Cummins motor, 3000 Allison transmission, 2-stage Jake brake, aqua hot, 315,000 BTU ACs with heat pumps, all electric, residential fridge. The list goes on and on. You're not going to find another coach with windows like this and 15,000 pounds towing on a single axle coach. I don't know another coach in the marketplace that does that. So don't miss out. My name is Dan McCaskill. Give me a call here at Colton RV. Our information will be at the bottom of the video. I look forward to talking to you and I answer any questions that you have. Have a great day.